Hey everyone, Simpsons Man here, and we have another possible leak, and this one is going to be a Simpsons city. So let's dive into it and let's talk about all the information that we have so far. Last night, one of my followers on Instagram, all the way from Australia, sent me a few screenshots of an Amazon posting that we're going to talk about now. I went over to Amazon Australia. In the search bar, I just typed in The Simpsons JAKKS Pacific, and right there on the front page was showing the Springfield Simpsons City 6.5 centimeter toy set. So what even is this? I honestly have no clue. So just kind of going off the title, we're going to translate 6.5 centimeters into inches, which is roughly 2.5 inches. If I'm translating this correctly, this is going to be a city set for the 2.5 inch figures. Now, just keep in mind, if you're listening or watching this or anything, this is all speculation. This is just something that we found on Amazon Australia. But to be honest, I've made a bunch of these leak videos, honestly, for like the past 4 years or so, and we're pretty spot on when it comes to these things. All right, so for some of the confusing parts now, because I've seen this happen so many times on Amazon, they go ahead and post something super early, but then they don't bother to update any of the description or anything else, or they just get it mixed up with something else. When you look at the about this item, it says Sven makes sneezing, eating, heartbeat, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, there's no Simpsons character named that. I'm assuming they're meaning the character from Frozen, so it's probably safe to say that the description and the about this item has probably been mixed up with one of the Frozen toy sets. I did a little bit of searching online to see if I could find a similar post on Amazon that possibly maybe they accidentally put the Springfield information on that one, but I was not successful at all. Even in the technical details section and everything, I'm probably going to go ahead and ignore all of this, because if you look at the product description, it's talking about him eating a carrot and bottle, sneezing, heartbeat, all of this stuff that the Simpsons characters would not have. It also suggests that the recommended age is 3 years and up, and we know that the JAKKS ones are usually 4 to 8, or they're 8 and above. So honestly, the only leaked information that we're gonna be going off of is just the title itself. So this is kind of my theory, and so far they've kind of been doing this. They've been copying a lot of the old Playmate style toys and making them into the JAKKS ones. We've seen this with a bunch of the figures so far, and I think, and this is purely speculation, but if you remember back in the early 2000s, they made a Main Street interactive playset, and it also came with 2 different figures, Squeaky Voice Teen and the Crazy Old Man, and it had a bunch of different parts of Springfield. It had Moe's Tavern, it had the Frying Dutchman, it had Lard Lad, it even had the Jazz Hole. And funny enough, I owned this set, and just recently I was like, you know what? This is gonna look so much better outside of the box. So me and my daughter Nora just opened up this set about 3 weeks ago, just so I could set it up in my new Simpsons room. So like I said, this is my theory, is that they're possibly going to be making a smaller version of this playset into the JAKKS Pacific world. So far, we've seen that all of the playsets that JAKKS Pacific has made, the Krusty Burger set, the living room set, have all been tailored to the 2.5 inch figures. So when I saw this on Amazon, it does kind of make sense that maybe they're going to be making like a Springfield type of scenario, and it's going to be tailored all to the 2.5 inch figures. My only gripe is I really wish they would start making the bigger play set so the 5 inch figures can kind of play around with them. But honestly, the Playmates ones work so well that I think JAKKS is probably going to be focusing on the smaller play sets just so they can sell them for a better price, and then you'll just have to use the 2.5 inch ones instead. So honestly, that is it. I have no clue when this is going to release. I have no information about it at all. I asked a few people that kind of know a few things about JAKKS here and there. None of them have heard about this yet. But to be honest, it seems like all of the leaks that we've been getting probably over the past like 8 or 10 years when it comes to JAKKS, Funko, Kid Robot, or anything have came from Amazon, because they get a small heads up on some of these items and then they go ahead and accidentally post them on their website. Honestly, I would not be surprised if this is taken down by the time this video goes live. It is Tuesday morning right now, and I just checked and it is still online, but I would not hit add to cart or buy it now. I would suggest not to do that because I'm not even sure if the price is going to be accurate. I'm not even sure if that price is going to be for the Frozen set that this is supposed to be for, or if it's going to be for the Springfield set, because if you translate that to USD, that's a little over $50, which would get pretty crazy and pretty pricey if we're going to be paying $50 for a playset, unless it's a huge deluxe playset, and then I would gladly pay that. And that is going to be it for today's video. As always, I want to say thank you so much for listening in on another one of my YouTube videos. And if you hear any type of leaks, rumors, any kind of pictures or anything, shoot me a message over on Instagram. I love to deep dive into these things. I love to look up as much information as I can just so I can let you all know about them. And as always, if you did find the video to be helpful, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not a subscriber already, and I'll see you all in the next video. See ya!